Man, what's good with the collective? Y'all know we back with another banger, another reaction. I appreciate everybody who been tapping in, running up, and subbing up. If you're new to the channel, please like, comment, subscribe. Hit that bell so you always notified whenever we drop an upload. Y'all know we coming with about 4 videos a week, man. And this is for entertainment purposes as well. And when you like and comment and subscribe to the channel, it helps the collective grow, helps the collective get bigger, helps more people who like this type of content tap in with this content. But ran into somebody a part of the collective. Her name Melody. She was up in Walmart. I was up in there just shopping, you know, just doing my daily dues, bro. Just a little bit here, a little bit there, knickknacks for the crib. And she was like, hey, you. I was kind of shocked, like, looking at her like, yo, who, me? And she like, yeah. Then you know I know you were. However, she came at me, and I'm like, I don't know who this is. Because, see, like, I forget. My sister, she do YouTube. She tell me all the time, like, bro, you don't even act like it, like you do YouTube or nothing, or a YouTuber. And I'll be like, bro, how am I supposed to act? I just keep it normal, bro, literally. And I forget that I even make this content. I forget that, you know, like, y'all rock with the channel. I forget that. So when she said she knew me, she was like, I'm a subscriber. And I like to let y'all know, I don't refer to y'all as subscribers. Y'all supporters, bro. Y'all family. Like, subscriber makes somebody, to me, it make me feel like I'm, like, kind of looking down on people, or people looking up to me. And it's like, bro, we all on the same level. We humans, bro. We out here trying to get it. Life hard sometimes. So I'm here with y'all just like y'all here with me. We a family. And I want to say again, shout out to Melody. I love the energy she came with, bro. She was, yeah, showed me nothing but love. Appreciate it. She out here in Sac. I appreciate it, man. But I ain't gonna hold you again. Shout out to the collective. I love y'all. We all in this, man. This y'all family, bro. We locked in now. We locked in. But I ain't gonna hold you. Let's get straight to the video, man. Let's go.
So all over the world, people are being caught glitching out, you guys. Like, it's crazy. What is going on? Look, this dude out of nowhere just hits these guys that were parked here, and he starts glitching out, y'all. Check it out. Look at him. Just watch. And y'all see that? Oh my goodness.
His head and the camera and just started walking down the clunkety-clunk wooden sidewalk.
You look at that. This is literally how it started, y'all. Just like that. And this is how it ended, y'all. Yeah, you know, these are professionals doing their job. It's literally giving me Bird Box vibes, you know, people glitching out, the NPCs glitching out, and all these accidents, and the Karens coming alive. All this stuff is going on, and including the uncertainties around the solar eclipse and the military being called for that event. So yeah, y'all, let me know what you guys think about this video. This video is strictly for entertainment purposes only. I am only raising awareness to interesting situations during this interesting time. Like, comment, and share for more videos like this. Thank you for tuning to my frequency. Let's get this shift. Peace in.
He didn't even have a mirror.
Called seeing a video from 3 months ago of a YouTuber that infiltrated the Bohemian Grove. Upon infiltration, he had discovered a whiteboard. Whose name was listed on that whiteboard, you may ask? I'll give you a guess.
Josh Beck.
Listed on Bohemian Grove's whiteboard. Crazy.
He could have wrote that shit up on there, though. Come on, stop playing with me. Nah, I don't know. That could have been, he could have been reaching, bro. Just trying to get them clicks up. In my opinion, why would his name be on there? Unless he part of the people to begin with. And he, like we seen in that one past video where the dude say, he asked him did he inherit it, the Bohemian Grove inheritance, because of his, well, I think his grandfather or his dad was a part of them people. That's the only thing I could think of, unless you already a part of them people, that's why your name on that board. But, or he wrote it just to fit the whole video and the content he was making. I don't know though. I could just be closed-minded right now, but y'all let me know if y'all riding with me on that one. I seen old girl eating that leaf though. She wasn't even chewing it. She was glitching out for sure. We try to be respectful here, but she was glitching, bro. Real is real. That was being real, being realistic. She was glitching. And how y'all feeling about dude hitting the car? What would y'all do if he smacked y'all car like that? If he backed my car like that, bro, I swear on everything I love, they gonna be trying to restrain me like that, bro.
Worry, but he came this way, and he walked all through here, and he was waving like some person's leg, and he started chewing on it over there. He was biting it, and then he was hitting it against the wall and everything. And he was eating it. Hey, ¿te la está comiendo?
You are looking at what a witness says is a man eating a detached leg. The detached leg came from a person hit by a train near the Wasco Amtrak station earlier that morning.
On the leg, the skin was hanging. You can see the bone.
Jose Ibarra tells Eyewitness News that when the man walked past him with the leg, he believed him to be homeless. Ibarra is unsure where the man came from. He says Kern County Sheriff's deputies stopped the man after people from the Amtrak station called the police. More videos sent into Eyewitness News shows the man waving the leg around. KCSO says the man is 27-year-old Rosendo Tellez. Tellez was arrested for taking evidence from the scene and had multiple outstanding warrants. At this moment, investigators haven't said who the leg belongs to or who was hurt in the train crash, but we do know that one person. Tellez was arrested, and Kern County Sheriff's Office say it is an active investigation. Reporting in Wasco, Lena Folk, Eyewitness News.
That wasn't his first time.
Ma'am, I have a question. If this is a serious matter, I just left my cousin in the house with my kids. She just left my kids in the house when I came back from work, and my kids, two of my kids are dead. What do I gotta do? They did. She left them dead in the house by themselves.
Oh, okay, ma'am. Where are you now?
I'm in my house. She left my door open. My baby boy, my oldest baby boy, is the only one that's here, only one that's alive. She left them in the house by themselves. She left them in here, and they knocked on the old phone. Can you listen? When I came in, the stove was laying on my friend. I don't know what to do. I just came home to work from this. And she just left my baby there.
Okay, ma'am, I'm gonna get EMS and I'm gonna get police and fire at the location. Can you tell me where you're located?
Ma'am, I can't even talk. This is so serious. I'm so scared.
Okay, ma'am. I understand that you're scared. I completely understand, but I need to get some help out there to you now. Can you tell me where you're located?
I understand that, but can you please help me? Like, can you please tell me, like, I don't want to get locked up because this is not my fault. I had just came home from work.
Yes, ma'am.
I just came home from work.
Okay. Ma'am, the first thing that I need to do is get some help out there to you. I understand that you're upset and you're scared.
They in here dead, like she left my baby dead.
Okay.
And I don't have no way to reach her.
If you're not sure, if you were at work, ma'am, listen to me. If you were at work while this happened, then the responsibility is going to fall on your sister. That's who you left them with. Okay?
Yes, please.
Yes, ma'am. Stay on the line with me, though. Hold on one moment for me.
Okay.
Okay, tell me exactly what happened.
My cousin was babysitting my kids and left my kids dead in my house. Ain't no telling how long they've been in this house.
All right, wait. So is your son, is he obviously dead? Is he breathing at all?
He's both of my children are dead. Please help me, oh please.
All right, ma'am. I'm en route, okay? You're en route.
Okay, thank you so much.
All right.
Family gatherings is about to be real. Gonna get real. They gonna be real. Family gatherings is about to be real. Prayers to her. If she was truly at work, man, that's sad. That's sad. And oh man, them is kids, bro. Them is babies. They ain't even get a chance. That's the sad part. And like I always say, Some people, they don't deserve kids. Kids are a blessing. They not, man, just because like here as adults, we don't take accountability, and sometimes some adults don't want their kids. Now, whose fault is that? That's that person. That's that adult's fault for not being responsible when they was trying to do whatever it is they was trying to do. Kids are a blessing. So when you see people just mistreat kids or not pay attention to them, it's just like, hey man, they don't deserve them to me. Not the mom. I don't know if the sister did. I'm just speaking in general terms. But the sister, she'll get what's coming to her. I don't know what happened with that situation. If y'all understand or know about any of that situation, spam it up in the comments. Let me know. With old boy grabbing the leg and eating at it. My question is, that was not his first time, bro. He was too comfortable just to pick it up and do that and sling it against. And the only thing I'm gonna say, mental health could have been the cause of that. Maybe he had mental health and that was his breaking point. At that point, you know, he reached where he maybe never done that before. But I'm stretching and reaching on that take, bro. 9 times out of 10, his ass done that before. And this is kind of crazy. He's ironically right there when the leg is just there. That's crazy. And for him to sit there and be banging it against stuff, bro, that's a little bit of to me, a form of mental health. Or just purely tweaking off something vicious. But hey, that's whoever's leg. And how they don't know whose leg it belonged to. How? Or is even that story even, man?
He's shedding Walmart watermelons everywhere.
Shit started coming, eh? I was like, what the fuck? I wish it was like, I never saw you this shit ever happened before in my life. Tell me, are they wrapping shit now? Wrapping shit making it look like a fucking watermelon?
Watch your produce from Walmart.
The last clip, I want to go ahead and bring that, and that's not a simulation or nothing like that. I heard that's a museum in another country. I know it's a museum. I'm not sure where, but I think that's a museum or something, a mini museum, something like that. But watermelon. They talking about watermelon at Walmart. Well, I worked at Walmart once upon a time. Actually, I worked at Walmart when I was starting this channel off, bro. Yeah, I was at Walmart like a little bit before that. Like the summer before, like in June, July, I was in Walmart. And then when school year started, I was starting to teach again. But yeah, I was at Walmart, bro. I remember seeing watermelons. I actually seen watermelons, but not like you could press them or nothing like that, or the wrapping paper. But I just remember seeing the watermelons. And my question when I used to work around the watermelons is, like, I remember seeing some of the watermelon that looked like jelly. Like it didn't look right. And it was orange, not red. And the seeds was missing. That's some stuff I did remember. So when I used to see when I used to have to work in the little produce area, I used to do online pickup and stuff. So I was like, get everybody's orders when people coming to pick their orders up or taking the orders to somebody. I'll be the one with the blue carts. I don't know if y'all got it out there in any other state, but in Cali we got the blue carts, and I was pushing the blue carts and I'd be scanning it. Man, I had to grind, bro. I did all types of jobs, but I remember that, and I remember looking at the watermelon all the time, wondering, man, I wonder if them is like the fake ones or the real ones. Like this was modified or it wasn't. I remember asking myself that, but I never seen somebody push them mugs like that, and that's nasty. And I've never seen the skin wrap off like paper, nothing like that either. But I don't really eat watermelon anymore unless it has the seed, and it has to be red too. If it get orange on me, I'm not really messing with it because I don't know if they playing with it. But I don't really find it with the seed. Just like, let me know in the comments if I'm tripping. I done been everywhere. Sprouts, Walmart's out because you know how Walmart is. Costco, I done been everywhere. Have y'all found seeded grapes? Not seedless, seeded grapes. I can't find them nowhere. Y'all let me know if y'all find them and where y'all finding them at. I can't find them, bro.
The Masons?
Yes.
The Illuminati?
Yep.
The Bilderberg Group?
Yep.
Bohemian Club?
Mm-hmm.
Nobody really knows. But when the group emerges to put the entire planet under a single dictatorship, they'll need a few methods to get everyone to comply. They'll implement mass surveillance, but tell us it's for protection. They'll consolidate mainstream media into a small handful of corporations that will publish propaganda as an official narrative and censor anyone who disagrees. They'll disarm the population, eliminate religion, take over education from preschool to university, indoctrinating young people with their narrative. They'll need to establish a single currency. To do this, they'll need to crash the current banking system, so the general population loses faith and places their money in accounts protected and managed by the state. Let's say that eventually all this comes to pass. It will be much easier to control people if there are fewer people to control. So when the New World Order is finally implemented, depopulation will be part of that plan. But you can't send soldiers out to knock off the population. It wouldn't work. They won't turn on their own people. So it has to be done secretly in a way that doesn't arouse suspicion. According to the New World Order plan, this could be done with, say, a global pandemic.
Man, y'all know how I feel about the word debunk, but it just came in perfect. It came in perfect right with that one. That's one of the coldest clips we ever gonna see. It damn near just proved I'm not trying to disagree with anybody. Just here for conversation. See eye to eye, understand each other, respect each other. To my Globers, that just literally broke down everything that a Glober would say back in return about the earth not being flat. And that's all I'ma say. I know it's gonna be another comeback, but I ain't arguing with nobody. I'll respect it. That's all I can do. I ain't gonna disagree with it. I ain't gonna argue with it. I just respect it. But that one right there just proved how the earth is flat. And I don't give a damn what nobody say. And I'm not causing division with that. I'm trying to cause conversation with it. You feel one way if you a Glober. I feel one way. I'm a flat earther. If you right, then you right. If I'm right, there's more land. So that's why the conversation need to be had. That's why it need to be had. Forget the whole thing about some division, bro. That's another tactic Globers use to try to not have a conversation or to try to shut a flat earther up, bro. Look, I'm not here for that. You say that, it's to the left. I'm talking to the ones who would actually like to have a conversation about those. Explain how that was all figured out if the earth ain't flat. Or how about you put a video together, send it to me on how you how the earth isn't flat, how it's a globe. Show your side of the story, and I'll react to it. And then if I believe it, I'll say it. If not, and I'll say I'm wrong, I'll agree with it. But right now, bro, it is flat. Flat Earth Gang, tap it up in the whole comments. Let me know.
A rally that took place on Friday in Yemen against Israel. Folks, wait till you see the size of the crowd. See, Americans and Westerners, we have no idea that other parts of the world are gathering in massive numbers to denounce Israel and the United States for what they believe is genocide against the Palestinian people.
That crowd that you're looking at there, Rick, is an estimated 2.2 million people that assembled for this particular rally here.
Which is the size of the entire Gaza population.
Right.
So think of this as for every Gazan, one Yemeni showed up representing that Gazan in a protest to denounce who? The United States and Israel. So here is a massive outpouring of fury against Israel and the United States and support for the Gazans. And it's an indication of how quickly World War III is spreading, expanding, intensifying. Again, Americans don't know anything about this because you don't see this on Fox News or CNN. They don't want you to know that millions of people are enraged over U.S. foreign policy.
Must watch.
Let's look at the year. How many months are there in a year? 12. Exactly. How many weeks are there in a year? 52. Good. However, 12 months, well, 12 times 4 is 48. And 52 minus 4 is 48. Doesn't take a genius to work out we've got 4 extra weeks. And what do 4 weeks make? A month. There are actually 13 months in a year. We are being paid for 12 months' work, and we are doing 13 months' work a year. This is outrageous.
Bro, ain't no way, bro. If this is true, they owe us some money. Somebody need to go to they boss the boss and say, hey, man, hey, boy, I've been being paid 12 months, but I'm working 13, man. I need some bread, bro. So if you really think about it, if it's really true, that means all of us are really younger than what we really are.
Wait a minute, bro. Damn. He just blew me away, blew my head with that one. I didn't even think about that one. Hey, I'm tripping, right? I'm tripping. I know. I should have been on that. But damn. If that's true, that means we really younger than what we are. Maybe not by that much. Maybe it is, though. I don't know, man. Y'all let me know. That's one of them ones that just took me for one. Like, hold on, what? Don't start now, bro. I already have other things I'm trying to think about, and you got me thinking about this one now. Like, come on, bro.
Coincidence. The ship Dolly that struck the bridge. There was a famous painter named Dolly. One of his well-known piece of art was The Broken Bridge. His art was based on his dream of a ruined bridge that transforms into a stairway to heaven. So this bridge, named after Francis Key Scott, who wrote the Star-Spangled Banner, is now broken. Coincidence? There's more. The exact time the bridge collapsed was at 1:28 a.m. 1:28 equals 12/8.
Oh, SSC vurdu. SSC vurdu. SSC'ler gidiyor. Lan! Lan seni kaptan yapalım bu limana. Allah sesin üstü. Eyvah 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 eyvah. Lan ETG'cilere bir şey olmasın bari.
Can you believe it? High heels were invented to avoid stepping in poop. Perfume was created to mask the stench of feces, and princess dresses were designed for easy public urination and defecation. Yes, this all took place in what we think of as the Romantic era of medieval Europe, which was far dirtier than you might imagine. The streets and even the Grand Versailles Palace were littered with human waste. Walking down the street, you'd better carry an umbrella, lest you get hit by falling excrement. Noble women, adorned in their splendid, voluminous princess gowns, would simply relieve themselves where they stood, especially during long banquets, leaving behind quite the unsanitary scene. To combat the pervasive odor, King Louis XIV of France, who wasn't fond of bathing, popularized the use of perfume to cover up both body odor and the smell of feces, making it a sought-after luxury among the aristocracy. Additionally, Europeans invented high heels and stockings to keep their feet clean from the muck, with the tallest heels reaching up to 50 centimeters, illustrating the depth of the filth on the streets. The prevailing feudal mindset, which held that everything, including dust and waste, was created by God, led people to see public urination and defecation as something not to be ashamed of, but rather a point of pride. This, combined with the high population density and the absence of indoor plumbing, turned entire cities into veritable cesspools. No wonder Voltaire remarked on this era as dirty and barbaric, highlighting the stark difference between the idealized view of medieval Europe and its grimy reality.
Boy, let me see something like that. She gonna relieve herself right in front of me. Yeah, you thought, bro. What? I couldn't even imagine. Hey, I just thought we'd drop some history lesson in up on there. Drop some facts real quick. See where heels came from. I seen it pop up. I thought it was interesting. I didn't know all the extra. I just seen heels, what it really was invented for. I was like, let me save that. I bet you would get it. I bet you it was interesting. And I wasn't wrong. It was interesting. And to the people out there in Turkey, bro, hopefully nobody was hurting that. If there was, prayers. If anything bad happened, prayers to the family. Again, I wonder what the ship was thinking when he smacked into it. And how y'all feeling about that Baltimore Bridge? I remember when I first seen it, I was like, I gotta get on that one. Cause I seen it looked like to me like that little ship. It looked like he did that on purpose. It looked like he aimed at that one on purpose. I don't know. Let me know if y'all feeling the same way. It looked like it was going that way on purpose. But then I'm not up close. I seen it on camera. I could just be saying that because I didn't see it with my own two eyes. But let me know what y'all feeling.
And has been ruled by science and industry, but that era is drawing to a close. We stand on the cusp of a new epoch, one of prophecy, puzzles, and signs in the sky. And that epoch begins today.
Our top story, today Springfield will experience a rare total eclipse of the sun. The solar eclipse is like a woman breastfeeding in a restaurant. It's free, it's beautiful, but under no circumstances should you look at it. We recommend using a homemade camera obscura, fashioned from an ordinary shoebox and paper towel tube. This was supposed to be pre-made. Fine, I'll do it myself. Where's the end of the freaking tape? Forget it, we'll do it next week.
The eclipse is today.
There's an eclipse when I say there's an eclipse!
See it first.
Hit the road, you big bloat.
My space toy.
Oh, it's okay, honey. You can have my viewer. Mom, you'll miss the eclipse. There'll be another one in North Yemen in 2027. We have hospitality, people.
We'll be talking about this together for years.
For years.
I finally feel like part of a family.
Oh, I can't miss out. Just one little peek. It's beautiful.
Now merge your eyes
must stay completely covered for 2 full weeks.
Don't worry, honey. I'll be your seeing eye Homer. We're in some kind of doctor room, bunch of stuff on the walls. It's kind of hard to describe. I'm going to take my break now.
Now, simply, I must warn you, any stress could increase the blood pressure in Marge's eyeballs, leading to what we call Tex-Avery syndrome.
Wolves are taking all our women.
When I had seen the dude Eligio online, who's a cult leader of, many names, but had carbonation at 120, many names, I had seen him. I'm like, he knows what I know. He's talking about life after death. He's talking about cells and biology. I love biology.
So
A pluses in school on that.
You seen him online first?
Yes, I seen a video of him, and it was like it was a video, and he was talking about life after death. And he was saying things nobody else says but me. So I'm like, bro, he's different. Yes, and he's saying it proud. He's a black man with his shirt off in the mountains. And the biggest factor to me was I'm like, I don't have to live in the system. I can literally go live in a tropical. Why didn't I ever think of that? And then I looked at how much it cost. And I'm like, why aren't we already doing this? It's cheap. I'm not knowing these things. I'm knowing only fear. I'm coming from San Diego, California. So I'm like, TJ, Mexico, mafia, you're dead. Mexico equals death. Mexico equals gangs, death, outlaw. Never go there, especially if you're colored. And the truth is quite the opposite of that. Black people are worshipped in the Americas. It's very interesting to me what we were taught versus what the actuality is. And when I started learning this, I just shifted everything from like really being depressed and like kind of giving up on the world and, to switching to like, hold on, there's hope. I can just go be happy over here. And I can just live in nature. And I'm thinking I'm going to be butt naked in the jungles every day eating mangoes. That's literally what I'm thinking.
Want it?
Yes. I did not want anything to do with the system. From where I was at this point, this was about, 5 years ago? From where I was at, I had just started engineering and recording my own music. I just left interning for Mike Will.
What's up, guys? It's Hard Rock Nick, the Prince of Florida, the face of cryptocurrency, and one of the richest men in the world.
It's Taco again. Quick question, now that we have you trending for other reasons, why are you posting underage girls onto your page?
See, I don't know who that dude is, but he looked weird just when he got to talking before the second dude came in talking. He looked weird off that part. And, man, I know y'all know about the Nature Boy situation. I want to hear him talk deeper about it. See, what I've seen was he say, she say. I want to know the real. I believe the he say, she say though. I feel like what he did is what they trying to say Rashad Jamal did, and it don't feel the same way. Nature Boy kind of already felt a little off, and some of the stuff he said was kind of off. He about to deal with all the consequences of his actions from here on out. Some people could say that about Rashad Jamal. That's your perspective. That's your opinion. I respect it. I got mine too, though. But I feel like that's what they're trying to do. What Nature Boy did, I feel like they're trying to use and flip the script on Rashad Jamal and say he's doing the same type of stuff, which I believe is far from the truth, bro. Their energy was different as far as how they talk. If you know, you know. But, I mean, to someone that's probably foreign to someone that speaks the way they speak, it's like they would be like, no, they both sound the same, if you say so. When I listen to them talk, one sound a little bit more genuine than the other. And how I'm raised, how one was talking was kind of like, it raised red flags for me. If you notice, I've never posted Nature Boy on here. Maybe once. And I didn't even agree with what he was saying. Somebody sent me the clip and was like, hey, bro, how you feel about this? And I was like, I don't agree with him, but I'm going to post it. And it was something about age. It didn't really make sense to me. But y'all let me know how y'all feeling about that one.
It's only been 3 months and I feel like already we've had 2 to 3 years worth of shit. I'm going to do my take on this now. Now, I have spoken about this earlier, but I'm going to again do my take on it and tell you how they're prepping. How the veil is about to be lifted and they're trying to call it a disease. Most targeted individuals, I believe, will see this. They live. But let's go on with the video. A rare and nightmarish phenomenon morphs ordinary people's faces to demons. The extraordinary condition warps friendly smiles into visions of horror. A rare visual disorder known as prosopagnosia. I butchered it a little bit, but that's the damn nerd. Who cares? They are prepping us, guys. Yes, they are. Now, this is what I want you guys to start putting on your tinfoil hats, your thinking caps, your critical thinking area. Do you think it's a coincidence? We are on a precipice type of Black Swan event with everything in the world going chaotic and everything coming to a head at once. Like we're living a real life movie of The Fifth Element and the countdowns are coming on in every 9 scenarios. Shout out Bruce Willis and Fifth Element. It was a great directed movie. But I digress. You have the state that is not real in. While that is happening, the state that is not real has a Messiah. While that is happening, they are building up the third temple and having red heifers from Texas that are unblemished on their way there now to be sacrificed. Now I just named 3 to 4 things, but that's really just one, and that's bad. You have April 8th, CERN started up while April 8th in Eclipse. Also, NASA is firing 3 missiles / rockets to the Eclipse. Y'all know the name of it. I'm not going to say it. But you know what I'm talking about. You have P. Diddy and all these A-list celebrities starting to get arrested. Didn't y'all see Jay-Z and Beyonce jumping on a private plane? Why does it look like they're running? Rick Ross and many more to come. The veil is being lifted. All also while a presidential election is underway. It's a leap year. The Euphrates Rivers has dried up. Trump indictments, which are a fake facade, because if you don't know that now by my Abrahamic Accord video, the state that is not real gave my man a menorah, amongst other things, for he is to make way for the Antichrist. Yeah, Donald Trump. Do your research. And it's Easter. It's Easter weekend. We're seeing different celestial things in the sky. It's already been proven the moon isn't eclipsing the sun. So what is that? Is it a black hole sun? Is it me? Or the elite just trying to hold on to the reality, but they can't stop the age of Aquarius?
I don't care what age you are or how much money you got. If you can't be accountable, then you're not an adult. Adults are accountable for their actions, for what they do, what they say, how they govern themselves. An adult really don't need nobody to check them. You get what I'm saying? They gonna check themselves. They gonna say, hey man, you know something, I'm moving wrong. This ain't how, that's an adult. Even if they do get corrected, they can accept correction. Those are adults. They understand personal development, getting better. So they can take constructive criticism. Children can't. And it's a lot of grown children out here, man. You 40-something years old, you still act like a child. You throw temper tantrums when shit don't go your way. You sitting around gossiping. Instead of trying to elevate your life, you mad and miserable, worried about what everybody else doing. If somebody try to call you on your bullshit, you got an attitude with them. You don't want to be accountable. That's a child. That's a child. So when y'all start dealing with people that are adults, and we can spot those behaviors, don't get upset when we treat you accordingly. I don't care that you're 30-something years old. If you're acting like a child, I'm going to treat you like a child.
Y'all remember that video? And I was like, come on, collective, we got to hold ourselves accountable for once. Not even for once, but just y'all get what I mean. As a collective, we have to hold each other accountable. We got to be able to know when we right. We got to know when we wrong. Because right is right and wrong is wrong. And we got to know that. And we got to be respectful as well. So that's why that clip got slid in there. Just to always remind us, man. We here to be respectful. We here to come together as one. We here to hold each other accountable. Let's learn. Let's grow. Let's do some type of good to the world. Let's get better every day. Let's have good days every day. And let's not even say days, because we ain't stuck in the days. Let's have, just like I said, smooth 7. Smooth 7. That's it.
Physical versions of Kanye. Just like there were 3 doubles of Saddam Hussein running around the country so you would shoot them and not him. But were they really doubles, or were they reconstructed, patterned people? This is what I'm hearing. reconstructed, patterned people. So when you look at Kanye here and you look at Kanye here, these are different Kanyes. The other thing I'm seeing is the level of electricity that goes through his brain. So there is the belief that when one of them gets out of service or out of sync energetically, they are shocked back into complacency and then taken away. This is where Kanye's energy is. Where I see Kanye is in the corner on the cement floor in the cement prison with his legs up, sitting there, like just like with his arms around his knees, like, where am I? That's where the essence of him is. He literally has been fragmented to a point that he couldn't get back to an original thought if he followed a path back with the thread that he left on the ground to follow the path back with. Because there are so many honeycombs upon honeycombs upon honeycombs in this mind of his. And that's what they talk about, the hive mindset, different fragments of the brain. This is the way his brain thinks. So this is the way that he focuses, and he has a hard time. In the next 2 to 3 years, I want you to watch as this man is a Pied Piper of sorts that leads the people down a path. He will also break the people from the path because he will realize where he leads them is not where they should be going. I'm talking from a God-centered source, and that he has been manipulated by the gang. And this is literally, I'm wording it the best way I can, but this is literally what I see happening in tandem to this man, one after another after another.
Sound like the sunken place to me.
Why in the fuck are there pictures of a black Jesus in a vault in Moscow, Russia? No, we're not asking the right questions. See, everyone's excited like, oh, they didn't give us shit. Why do y'all have that? How long has it been there? How did it get there? And what else is down there? I got more questions.
Hell of them, a lot more questions.
Are y'all paying attention? Do you see this behind me? Russian warships are now entering the Red Sea, but that's not all. Do y'all remember when I just showed you that Assad welcomed Putin to build bases in Syria, but more specifically in the eastern Golan Heights, the 1/3 of the region that Syria claimed? Any military analyst that's watching this situation knew it was a bad omen when Putin put a base right here. Well, now Russia is claiming that all of Golan Heights belongs to Syria, and they are trying to push out, allegedly, the IDF and the other groups. At the same exact time, they have all these ships in the Red Sea. Don't forget, we still have Eisenhower in the Red Sea. Now, with all this going on, I want to put you in remembrance of the dream that God gave me about this exact situation in September of 2022. It was one of my first videos, and I posted it in December of 2022. And everything I'm about to say in this video was unheard of at the time. Everyone thought the Russian thing was going to blow over, especially not get to the Middle East. And I had another dream. I saw very, 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 very vividly, I saw a white horse. And it was holding, like a Iranian type blade. I googled it and found it. This was a sword the horse was holding. I heard the voice of God, and he told me that US and NATO were the horse. The white horse was given a bow and crown, and he went forth to conquer. After I saw the horse, I heard God, I saw the sword, I saw the horse, I saw it midair, and it was going right towards Russia. After that, the still voice told me that Russia was going to attack Israel. Now, seeing how all this stuff is transpiring in Golan Heights, don't forget, Benjamin Netanyahu made Trump Heights a place in memory of Donald Trump. I find that a really odd coincidence. And of course, all this stuff is transpiring right before the eclipse. Does it mean anything? I don't know. To watch the whole video is pinned on my page.
That's a tricky ass topic.
Quite some time. I'm not sure how long. I lost track of time. I no longer knew when it was daylight or when it was dark because of the covering. And every so often they'd come and just take the covering off and just stand at the top of this pit and taunt me. Where's your God now? And they threw human flesh, baby flesh down. And that's what I was to survive on. if I was to survive.
They made it to be like it was a great privilege to eat the bodies. I mean, the girl that I had to kill, they treated me like I was being given a great gift when they gave me a part of her body that I had to eat. I remember being horrified, but...
Hey, I remember watching this movie. I don't remember what it was. It was a true story about they played in South America. It was a soccer team. They played in South America. The plane crashed, and a lot of them didn't make it. Some did, but in order for some of them to survive, they had to chop up the bodies of the teammates and family members and stuff like that, and people who had passed on because they was stuck in the snow at the Andes River, the Andes Mountains. I think that's what it was. And they got stuck in between it. The plane was white, so when the other people, when support was coming to look for them, couldn't see it because the snow was covering them up. It's crazy, bro. It's a crazy movie. Some of them survived, some didn't. But that's what that remind me of, as far as like her story, the last girl story. But man, I'm telling you, we hear some of the craziest shit, bro. I'm telling you, this is crazy. We got legs being eaten. She telling her story like this. Bro, this shit is crazy. They talking about Biden. He like to go deep. You heard Obama say what he said. Hey, shit is wild to me. How y'all feel? We be getting deep, man. We be going there. We be going there. How y'all feel? Spam it up. Spam it up on how y'all feeling about that last clip. Man, damn.
I just woke up. I just had one of the most creepiest dreams I've ever seen in my life. And it felt so real that I had to shake myself awake because I didn't want to sleep after seeing this dream and what I saw. But this is going to be a trigger warning. It's very gory. It's very graphic. So if y'all are terrified of blood and murder, please do not listen to this message, okay? But last night I had a very vivid dream. And Barack Obama and Michelle Obama and their two daughters were in this dream. Barack Obama had a infant's arm completely dislocated from the body, mind you. And there was this white bone that was kind of like exposed. So it was this little infant's arm and there was a bone kind of like dangling out. He literally took the arm and was eating it. He was digging in like it was his last meal. He was kind of like looking around and he was kind of like eating it. And Michelle Obama was there. And when he was done taking these huge chunks, these huge bites out of this infant arm, he kind of flailed it around in front of Michelle Obama and told her to have a bite. She didn't bite it, but she was licking on the arm. Whatever he bit, whatever chunks he ate out of, she was kind of like licking the arm, the parts where the blood was kind of like oozing out. And I watched her, and she had this face of delight. Like she was happy that she was licking on this infant's arm. And it was so and then I saw an image of their daughter standing in this door frame. Both of them were just looking at their parents. And something that was off about them is that their pupils were vertical, like a lizard, like a cat. And they were just staring at their parents eating the body of this infant child. They had no reaction. It was like they were frozen in time, like they were stuck, like they were paused. And they were just, I don't know if they were shocked in fear. I also don't know why their pupils were vertical like that, but they didn't have any reaction to what their parents were doing. And then in this dream, I was shown kind of like this long scroll document of all the names of the people. I don't even know how to say this because I don't want this video to not get any traction because I do feel like there's some meaning to this. But I saw names on there. And then at the bottom of the scroll, it said, everyone is involved. Everyone is involved. And then it kept saying, everyone is involved with more and more and more exclamation marks. Everyone is involved. Everyone is doing this that you see. Everything you see, it is what I saw in this scroll. And I'm trying to, at this point, I'm feeling like, okay, if I'm being shown this dream, I'm going to investigate, because why the fuck would I dream of Obama? I didn't see any pictures of him. I didn't hear his name, Michelle Obama, the kids. I didn't see, there would be nothing to trigger this dream, because I was not thinking of him. I wasn't thinking of any presidents. I wasn't thinking about the government. It just showed up last night. So what I also saw in the dream is people who will be exposed, who are in these cults. And the first thing I saw was a triangle with an eye on it and Latin letters. And for some reason in the dream, I was able to kind of like translate the Latin to English. It said in Latin, everything that you see has already happened. By the time you see this, it has already occurred. We are long gone. And I said, what the fuck is this? This is so, I was like, in my brain, I wanted to do investigative work. Like, what does this mean? And then the longer I was having this dream, I was realizing that they were talking about the Masons and the Eastern Stars in this dream. And the longer it started to go on, the more I was getting closer and closer to seeing what these rituals, why they do them, why do they involve innocent souls? And right when I was at the answer, like doors were about to be open, I was about to see everything, I woke up. You best believe when I go back to sleep tonight, I'm going to resume that dream. And I'm going to figure out what the fuck is going on. And I've always been able to astral project my whole life. Like when it's like sometimes when I'm asleep, I'm just taken places and I have no control over where I'm being taken. I'm protected, but I'm taken on these journeys of the subconscious world, it feels like. And when I saw Barack Obama clear as fucking day, chewing on that child's arm, enjoying himself, blood just coming down his throat, on into his chest. He was wearing a wife beater. So it was like he was at home and this is what he likes to do. It rubbed me wrong so bad. So bad. And I believe it too. I saw too many encrypted messages in my dream that make too much sense. Especially what was written in Latin. What you see has already happened. That me up. I was like, what you see already happened. And then, because I already know about these cults and how they operate and how they move and maneuver. They do these things like cannibalism, like pedophilia, like having sex with animals. They do all these things to mess up the human mind, to mess you up. So you think what you're doing is normal. You think what you're doing is fine because you're only doing it for a certain amount of time, or you were convinced by the higher ups this is what you should be doing to keep your job, to keep your position. That's what it felt like. It felt like they wanted me to see them eating this child's arm. It's like they were enjoying me being severely uncomfortable. And they were getting like a high off of it, like off of I wouldn't say I was afraid. I would just say, when I saw that in the dream, I wanted to go into protective mode. I wanted to attack, and I was angry because that child was innocent and could not defend themselves. So I was mad. I was mad because I'm sick of motherfuckers like this and these cults who go around doing shit like this, because it's way more common than y'all really recognize. They just not going to publicize it on TV. But there's a lot of cannibals, especially people who are presidents, people with power, people in these film productions that we're seeing, like Dan Schneider and shit like that. They do shit like this. They're so f***ed up because they were kind of like, they were summoned to these groups because they want power and influence, but they don't know what they have to do to get that. So as I was watching this man going to town on this child's arm, I was thinking, you're a weak ass son of a bitch. Because you would never, you wouldn't want this to get out. And you're trying to show me, fuck you, you're weak. And I know this is a dream, but my dreams, I'm a Pisces moon. That's totally side note. If you don't know anything about astrology, let me explain. Everything in my dreams that I'm shown has come true. Everything. From my own family dreams I would have, deaths that would happen in the dream, births that would happen in the dreams, they come true. So when I was just shown this, out of nothing provoked this dream to happen. I had a good day yesterday. For the whole week, actually, I was in a really good mood, but to dream of Obama eating an infant's arm and passing it to Michelle Obama, it was too clear. It was way too clear. And it was almost like I felt their emotions and they were so happy. I don't know, again, if they killed that child or that child was already killed. Then I'm getting this dream before the total solar eclipse on April 8th. There's some shit going on. Energetically, there's some shit going on. I know a lot of people who practice magic, both the dark and the light magic, will do something on the solar eclipse. And I feel like maybe this is kind of like what's leading up to that moment. But I just had to come in here and share this with y'all because it shocked the fuck.
I know a lot of y'all in the comments let me know that y'all be having some crazy dreams. I read them, man. I be liking some of them, and some of them I be responding back to. I've told y'all times where I've had some crazy dreams too. Do y'all believe her? I do. But I do want to say this is for entertainment purposes before I go in detail anything or say anything. For entertainment purposes, man. She says it's just a dream, but she says she thinks her dreams be real. She could be reaching. Is she tweaking out on this one? Or is she for real though? Y'all let me know what y'all believe. I'm 50-50 with her. I think she's on to something. Do I believe that exactly happened? It could have if she says she astro projects. Now I told y'all I've astro projected and I'm seeing places sometimes that I don't have control over where I'm going. But I just end up in places that I can't explain, but they feel super real. And a lot of y'all said that's astro projection. And I know if y'all have too, y'all know sometimes y'all just get to see certain things, and when you wake up, that whatever you saw happens in a dream. For me, it's not so. Sometimes it's dreams, but I see a lot of my family members, friends who passed on in their dreams, or I'm seeing different environments that I'm like, bro, this ain't Earth. Where is this? Or this ain't America. Like, this don't even look right. I get dreams like that, but for me, like she says, she see people who pass, or she knows when someone's about to pass, like her family members. For me, I don't have dreams of people passing in my dreams. I get this weird feeling where I just sit there and I be like, man, something don't feel right. Like that, or I'll get the feeling of that person, and this one ain't happened in a long time, but that person will just pop into my brain and I'll be like, I wonder if they good right now. And most of the time they not. That's the other one, but that one happens rarely. Now it's more so of like I get this weird feeling and I can't pinpoint what's went wrong. That something went wrong, and then I get a call or a text, or I finally hear and I'll be like, damn, I was feeling weird that day. And we just watched that video of the dude talking about that with King Von, and I can relate to that. I didn't respond then, but I can definitely relate to, yeah, that feeling right there. But we made it to the end of this, man. If you haven't already, please like, comment, subscribe. Hit that bell so you always notified whenever we drop them uploads, man. Y'all know we come with them 4 videos a week. This is for entertainment purposes as well. And when you like and comment and subscribe to the channel, it helps the collective grow. It helps the collective get bigger. It helps more people who like this type of content tap in with this content. But I ain't gonna hold you, man. We got 2 more this week coming, man. So y'all already know what it is. Until I see y'all in the next one, I hope y'all having a smooth 7. And we gone.
I just check my account. Sheesh, at the amount. You probably know